Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer was initially impressed with how well-made and sturdy this electric bike is, especially considering the price. They found it surprisingly fast and enjoyable to ride, even considering replacing their car with it as a primary mode of transportation. The only original transportation they had was a regular pedal-assist bicycle from a big box store, but it was quickly outmatched by the feel of the e-bike. Initially, there was an issue with the battery not performing as expected, but the company's response and collaboration with the retailer were truly exceptional. When the reviewer contacted the retailer about the battery issue, the option offered was a full bike replacement. While not ideal, it seemed like a good solution. However, the situation took a turn when both the original and replacement bikes were stolen during the exchange process. Fortunately, one damaged bike was recovered. What followed was an incredible display of customer service. Despite not being obligated, the company went above and beyond to help get the recovered bike back in working order. They essentially provided numerous replacement parts, going as far as almost sending a whole second bike with the sheer amount of parts. Their support continued for months, characterized by understanding, empathy, and a genuine desire to help. As for the bike itself, it provides an exhilarating ride. The reviewer even unintentionally rode for over 20 miles along the beach coast, enjoying the smooth experience. The battery life is reasonable, providing around 40-50 miles on a single charge with minimal pedaling. Overall, this client recommends this bike for anyone looking for a well-made, affordable option backed by a company that seems to genuinely care about their customers.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer purchased the electric bike a while back and has put around 500 miles on it since. Their riding style involves mountain biking on fairly easy trails, dirt and gravel roads in the forest, with just a little bit of pavement riding. They find the drivetrain works well without any issues. Being 510 and around 185 pounds, our reviewer finds the bike a comfortable fit. They generally use the lowest speed setting while on trails, sticking between 5 and 15 mph. On paved roads, they might bump it up to the second or third setting to cruise around 20 mph, but never use the higher settings. One of the first things this client noticed was the rear shock bottoming out quite easily, even on minor bumps. They swapped it out for a more basic spring shock they found online. The front shock, on the other hand, didn't handle small rocks and gravel very well, though it was okay on larger bumps. The vibrations on uneven terrain were too much, so they upgraded it to a different shock. They also added a chain guard to prevent the chain from coming off during bigger bumps. This client also found braking to be a challenge on steeper slopes, especially since the brake discs are a bit small. They actually had a fall due to this, wishing the rear brake disc was larger. Regarding the battery, the charging port cover needs to be removed to take the battery out. A full charge from around 30% takes about 5-6 hours. Our reviewer could feel the power decrease when the battery went below 50%. They get around 45 miles per charge, usually leaving about 30% remaining. The monitor screen is hard to read in daylight but works well in the shade. It displays things like distance, battery voltage, and speed. This client says that climbing hills with it is a great experience. Overall, as a 79-year-old rider, they really enjoy this bike. In a follow-up after another 600 miles, the bike is still going strong, especially after the front shock upgrade. They discovered a design flaw while changing.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer has been using this electric bike for a good few months, and they say it's been a real pleasure to ride every day. They think it's a fantastic option if you're looking for something that's both affordable and reliable and just plain fun to use. This particular electric bike has a bunch of features that our reviewer thinks make it a great deal. Things like a strong motor, a battery that lasts a long time, and a comfortable ride. The motor apparently is powerful enough to handle hills and long distances, which makes it perfect for getting to work, having fun on the weekends, and checking out new places without constantly worrying about running out of juice. This client also mentioned that it has pretty wide tires and suspension in the front, which makes the ride smooth and comfy, even when the road gets rough. The tires give you good grip so you feel stable, and the suspension soaks up bumps, making it suitable for longer rides or tougher trails. Our reviewer likes the easy-to-read display that helps you manage the speed and power settings. It also shows important stuff like how fast you're going, how much battery you have left, and how far you've traveled, so you always know what's going on. The really cool thing, according to this client, is that this electric bike is one of the most affordable ones out there. It's a great way to get a quality electric bike without spending a fortune, and even though it's cheaper than a lot of others, it still has features you usually only find on more expensive models. Finally, the reviewer wanted to give a shout out to the support team, especially someone named Ann. They said Ann was super helpful and really knew their stuff about the electric bike. Whenever this client had a question, Ann was quick to answer and explain everything clearly, leaving them with no doubts.
If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.